about. There's probably a lot more, but those are the ones I think we could get started with and see where it takes us. So we're going to go on a little hike through the breathing landscape. And I'll introduce the necessary notions as we go.
And shoot your powers at the bad guys.
So look at my notes. All right, so first, if we can, we're going to take a short meditation. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat and close your eyes and start breathing. Maybe, obviously you've been breathing all this morning and up to now, but start really paying attention. And notice various qualities of your breath. Notice in particular how much of it is happening through your nose versus your mouth. If it is happening through your nose, as yogis tell us it should, then is it happening mostly through the left nostril or the right nostril? Those are different energy channels in your body, basically the sun and the moon energy channels. So which one is more dominant right now? There's no right, no wrong. They're both incredible and beautiful, but noticing which one is dominant is important if you want to bring balance to them. Also notice the smoothness of your breath. Is it long and even, or is it a little bit choppy? Are there places where it kind of catches? Is your breath deep, or is it shallow? And if it's shallow, what can you do to make it deeper without forcing it? Lastly, is the breath even in the sense that the inhale and the exhale are balanced? You spend as much time inhaling as you spend exhaling. So pay attention to that. And while you're at it, while you're paying attention to the breath, notice, of course, that your lungs are doing much of the breathing, and your lungs are tightly hugging your heart. So shift your attention to the heart. How is your heartbeat right now? Can you feel your heartbeat? Can you feel your pulse? Again, there's no right, no wrong, there's no judgment. Just want you to notice what you can about your breath and your heartbeat. All right, and when you're ready, please gently open your eyes and come back here. All right. So with that being your baseline of the breath, we're going to start playing with it now. So the first technique we're going to do is called Kumbhaka. Kumbhaka is apparently one of the earliest recorded instances of pranayama in the Upanishads, I believe. So it's thousands of years old, and the exact, like many things in yogic philosophy and tradition, the exact age is not known because it was first an oral tradition. And it's very simple. Some people call it box breathing or square breathing. So what we're going to do is start inhaling, and at first just for 5 seconds. So we're going to take a 5-second inhale. Then we're going to hold at the top for 5 seconds. Then you're going to exhale also for 5 seconds. And then you're going to hold at the bottom also for 5. So 5 seconds, it's really not a hold very demanding hold, we're going to start pushing it after a while. So let's go for that. So take an inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back up. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. Exhale. And hold. Got that? So now we'll start adding a few seconds each time. Now the only thing that's really, really important is that the inhale and the exhale have the same number of seconds. And when it's 5 seconds, it's not very hard, but you're going to soon discover, especially after a long hold, that the tendency is to try and suck in breath very rapidly. So you have to actively fight that tendency and really slow down the inhale. Slowing down the exhale is usually not as big of a deal, but slowing the inhale is tough. So as we increase, see where your edge is. And if already at 7 you find that it's hard, then just stay at 7. There's no point in going up, right? You gotta walk before you run. So that's the only golden rule, is only get up in numbers for as long as you can comfortably inhale for that time. And yeah, I'll check in with you in a minute or so to see where you're at. So let's get started again. So exhale all the breath out of your lungs. And then we'll inhale for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. Hold. 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 4, 5, 6. Hold. 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. Hold. 5, 6. One more. Inhale. 4, 5, 6. Hold. 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 4, 5, 6. And hold. 4, 5, 6. All right. So how does it feel on your heart rate compared to what it was earlier? Slower? Starting to feel that? All right. So that's going in the right direction. It is said that we only have a finite number of heartbeats in our life. Actually, it holds seemingly throughout the animal kingdom. That's why an elephant lives so much longer than a mouse, because they have a much bigger heart and it beats a lot slower. So it doesn't mean we should shy away from exercise. In fact, bringing up your heart rate allows you to actually have a slower heart rate at rest. But that's one thing we're working towards in yoga, is being able to slow down our resting heart rate. Okay, so now let's try 7 seconds. And again, if you start feeling palpitations, if you start feeling like the holds are getting intense, so there's one thing that's going to start happening as you consciously hold down your breath. And it's probably not going to happen at 7 seconds, but it may start happening at 10 and certainly at 20. Is that your reflexes, your body is going to start revolting against what you're trying to do. It's going to say, no, you're not supposed to hold down your breath for that long. And so it's going to start spasming. So you'll notice when you, especially when you have your completely empty lungs, you'll notice that basically it's going to go like this. And you'll start seeing this kind of involuntary spasming happening. Let it happen. Let it happen a few times. Like obviously after a while it's going to become really intense, and part of pranayama is to live with that intensity. It's a way of raising your vibration, and it's really a test of our commitment, because there's nothing more personal really than your ability to breathe, right? And we've seen a lot of attempts to control that over the past 2 years, but there's only one person in control of that, and that's you. But even though your conscious brain is going to do this, your subconscious reflexes are going to revolt against that. So don't be afraid of it. Feel it, and let it happen maybe 2-3 times. Like don't hold everything off. Like the first time you feel it, it's like, oh my God, I've hit the limit. It's like, no, you can keep pushing a little. And part of that game, if you want to keep playing that, as in the future, is try to push it as far as you can. Obviously, at some point you can actually suffocate yourself and pass out. Like I've done that. So I don't recommend we go there today.
I've watched 3-year-olds do it. So.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your 3-year-olds holding their breath. Let them pass out.
Exactly, and then the breathing reflexes are going to kick back in. All right, so let's do a little bit more kumbhaka, and I'll keep going up the numbers. And again, if this gets too much for you at any point, feel free to tap out. Feel free to just breathe normally, or just stay with your own rhythm. All right, so let's exhale all the air out of our lungs. And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 5, 6, 7. Inhale. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 7. Exhale. 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold. 6, 7. Inhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale. 6, 7, 8. Hold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale for 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more. Inhale. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold for 12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And hold. Maximum intensity. Hold for as long as you can. And when the spasms come, let them come. And when they become too much, take a big gulp of air. I hear Brother Paul reach the end here. Everybody's back. All right. So how's your heartbeat now? So you'll notice that it goes up and down, of course, with the breath too. So anyway, that's Kumbhaka, and you could have a lot of fun with that for a long time. You can keep going. Usually what I do is there's a certain limit to how much you can slow your inhale. So it already probably was difficult for some of you guys for 8 seconds, and if you start going up, it gets really hard. So you can keep it, 8 inhale, 8 exhale, but you can start slowly lengthening the holds in between. So it's no longer square breath, it's more like rectangle breath. Anyway. All right, the next technique we have for you is Bastrika, which is called bellows breath. And that's most similar, the way we're going to do it, to what Brother Alfonso showed us yesterday with the Wim Hof breath. So it's a type of breathing where the inhale is active and the exhale is passive. So we're basically, it's going to look like this. So I'm basically bringing the diaphragm down and just really inflating the belly. It's mostly the belly. You don't really have to do very much with the chest, right? So it's really the belly you want to expand, and you don't want to really contract it. It's going to happen naturally. So if you focus on just inhaling, inhaling rhythmically, you'll find that the exhale happens on its own. So you don't need to force it. What we're going to do later is a technique where we focus on the exhale more than the inhale. So they kind of balance each other. Looks like the inhale should sound like when you've been underwater for a minute and you're coming up gasping for air, So it should be like as my teacher says, somebody who's passing by right now should be concerned about what we're doing. It's like, what are these weirdos doing? That means you're doing it right. Okay? So we're going to do this for a minute. So whatever pace you think is comfortable for you, whatever is your own rhythm, don't necessarily try to follow my rhythm or that of your neighbor. Just do the rhythm that's comfortable for you. But make sure you're just basically gorging on all of this beautiful oxygen that all these plants are giving us. And really oxygenate your bloodstream. As Alfonso was saying yesterday, it also lowers the acidity of your blood, so you're manipulating your blood chemistry. And that's going to allow you, flushing your blood with so much oxygen, it's going to allow you to actually hold your breath for a very long time, or much longer time than you would otherwise be able to. So we're going to do this for a minute, then you're going to exhale all the air out of your lungs. So it's going to look like this. And then you're going to hold for as long as you can. Again, however long is comfortable for you. It may start being challenging after 15 seconds or 20 seconds. You may start spasming. Try to, wait until at least a couple of spasms have come before you, let yourself go and take some air in. You'll probably want to take a very big gulp of air. We call this crow's breath, so it's going to sound like... And then we're going to go into a long hold with full air in our lungs. And I invite you to notice the difference between the two feelings. The feeling of holding your breath when there's no air in your lungs, and the opposite, when there's a lot of air in your lungs. At first, it's going to feel very euphoric because you're going to feel all the oxygen suddenly rush back into your bloodstream. But after a while, it's going to run out, and you're going to feel the same compulsion to, breathe out and whatever. So again, try to push the edge and fight the compulsion for as long as you can. This is not a contest. So we're not in competition with each other. Whatever is right for your body is what you want to do. And once you're done with that cycle of holding your breath up and then down, just breathe normally until we're all back here, and we'll go into another cycle together. All right. So let me start a timer. All right, so at first we're just going to do 1 minute of Bastrika. So bellows breath, again, using your belly, using your diaphragm, really, the most important muscle in your body, to inhale actively, exhale passively. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. All right. How did that feel? If you're feeling some buzzing now, it's natural. It's not just a grapefruit juice. Oh, that's a really nice buzz too. So notice the sensations, when you're in those states of stress, because you're putting your body through stress. There are various things that happen. Your mind goes certain places, and notice also the tension in your body, right? So it does take some tension to hold your breath, but do you need to also tense your neck, your shoulders, your legs, or whatever else? So it's an invitation to focus only on the muscles that you do need to contract and let go of the rest. And you'll find that you're actually burning less oxygen when you do that, so you can hold longer. Should we go another round of those? All right, so this time we're going to do 2 minutes of this. If you're feeling dizzy, lightheaded, you're doing it right. This is a natural psychedelic, one that you carry with you at all times. All right, so same thing. So 2 minutes of Bastrika, bellows breath, and then exhale all the air out of your lungs, hold for as long as you can, then inhale, hold for as long as you can, and then breathe normally whenever you're done. All right, so starting now. Breathe like a maniac. 10 more seconds. What's the name for that feeling that you get that first breath after you're done with it? After you've exhaled and you finally get another gasp of fresh air, what's the feeling for that? What's the name? Life. For me, it's gratitude. It's like, that's what gratitude feels like. It's like, wow, I'm alive. Okay. Do you want to start at 10 sharp? 'Cause you have,
What time is it?
it's 9:55.
Like give everybody like a few minute break to use the bathroom, and we could do like start like 10 after or something like that.
Okay. So I'll do one more technique. Well, I'll only do one round of that. This one is called Kapalabhati, sometimes translated as breath of fire, but also as shining skull practice. And I like that one better because you'll feel that the energy actually rises to the top of your head. And if you're doing it right, if your spine is well aligned, you start feeling some tingling at the top of your skull. So that one is basically the polar opposite of what we just did. It's an active exhale, passive inhale. So you're basically going to try to snap your belly button to your spine as fast as you can. It's going to look like this. And you can do it with open mouth, but I recommend doing it through the nose. So it's going to be like... How many of you have done this before? Not surprised. Okay. So this one we're going to do 3 minutes, and we're going to start getting up in pace. So we're going to start slow, like... And by the end, we're going to be breathing like maniacs again. And then we're going to do the same thing. At the end of the 3 minutes, you're going to exhale all the air out of your lungs, hold for as long as you can, then inhale, hold for as long as you can. Remember, it's not a competition. And also pay attention. This one, you're actually going to be building up the acidity of your blood. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Actually, I think yogis would think like this is prana, really. Like that level of energy and shaking that can happen is one definition of prana. But you'll notice, for example, you probably can't hold your breath for as long as you did with the previous one when you were flushing your body with oxygen. It's all fine. Just work with what you got. And get the timer on. So 3 minutes starts. 4, 3, 2, 1, now. 30 seconds left. Keep breathing. Breathe like your life depends on it, because it actually does. Ten more seconds.
I dare you to check one without trying to do it. I dare you to check one of these, and then see how big of a bit you get. Chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it, chug it. Okay, fine, that's it. I'm gonna chug it. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god, why is it spicy? Why is it spicy when you drink a lot? Oh my gosh. No, don't spit. That was a mistake I made. That was because it was spicy. No. That was easy. Do that again. Okay, let's take a sip. What's that water? Yeah, I'll be quiet. Okay, we'll be quiet. I'm getting down. Drink the whole darn thing. No, I'm gonna fill up. Do that thing where it would be let's see how big of a bark you make when you chug it. It's a disease you could get when that happens. It's very common for someone to get ligament. I'm not gonna joke. It's not actually me. Ligament. I did not like that. Did not like what? You should not that loud.
All right.
I'm making a joke. It's not actually real.
How does it feel? Do you feel like you need coffee? I don't. If you're still sleepy after this, then you have to do it 3 more times. Grapefruit juice, yes. There's some absolutely wonderful grapefruit juice behind.
Another comment because I have observed that
Amen.
making noise.
Do not say that.
Happy
Do not say
children,
what I said.
they're just being kids, they're not being bad. And your quiet needs to come from within, regardless of
Very true.
I'll
This-
try to take that with me.
There's enough going on inside when you're holding your breath that you don't need to worry about the outside.
Don't worry about who's next to you, don't worry
Enjoy
about
the
who's
colors.
Exactly. Enjoy the colors. All right. That's it. And next, Paul will teach yoga.
I think if you want.